Hey guys, it's Chad here. I'm just calling to impart some bittersweet information that we're wrapping up Speakeasy in July. July will be the very last event that we ever have. That's it. We're done. For those of you that have never been to a Speakeasy event, have never been a member, don't desire to be a member, don't care about cigars, or networking with business owners or any of that stuff, go ahead and hit the pause button and scroll down the feed. You'll probably be bored by everything else I'm about to say. So there you go. You've had your warning. For those of you that do care, the reasons why are many, but I don't think they're probably necessarily secretive or hidden. The cigar scene here has exploded. It went from 1 or 2 cigar bars when we started in 2010 to, 8 or so now. You got the Rocky Patel place opened up. You got Monticello. You got Cutters. You've got Habanos. You've got Fellowship, Cam Newton's place. All kinds of cigar bars around here now. And one thing I've noticed is that when we had one place to kind of join, it was kind of a hub and spoke thing, right? Everybody came in from their various kind of suburban areas into the city, into Red Phone Booth, to network and congregate. But now that we have all these cigar bars around us, there's people are kind of vying more for the what's in their backyard kind of thing. So I think a large part of it's that. I think another large part of it is probably we're just past our prime. I mean, most relationships, there's a psychological phenomenon, that literally is the 7-year itch, and networking groups really are no different. They're not exempt. We're about 9 years old, so I think maybe we're probably 2 years past our prime. Maybe we should have shut down in 16 or 17. I think probably 16 after we did the big Cuba event was kind of the apex. We tried a lot of different things. I think maybe at the time we were I guess cutting edge. I don't know how cutting edge cigars and bourbon were. It was just getting people together in a different way. Sometimes looking at things from a different angle is always helpful. And it was about producing quality events and experiences over quantity ones. I know that the experience has been enriching for me, in a lot of ways. I've learned an awful lot about wine and cigars. I got certified in both, and certainly spirits, especially bourbon. It's been my joy to share what I know with you guys, and also many of you know a lot as well, so it's been also my pleasure to learn from you. So if we've changed your life in that way and kind of upgraded or elevated your knowledge or your experience with those things, I'm happy for that. We also tried, with my board of advisors over the years, all of the various iterations of the board, we've tried different membership models, and we tried a new highfalutin website and tried to build in some different value things like the invite codes for you to invite guests and stuff like that, and just not a lot of it took. And some of the stuff was advice that board members gave, and some stuff was stuff that we got out of surveys. And when we're trying new ideas and we think they're going to move the needle and they don't, well then I'm not sure what else to do. So I just think it's time. I had weight loss surgery last year, and I've got changes going on in my life health-wise. Certainly, I've dropped about 100 pounds, and consequently, have to drink less. Want to drink less. I don't smoke anywhere near as much as I used to. I would say if I smoked two cigars a week, that would be a high guess. There's definitely weeks that I go by where I smoke 0. I've actually kind of almost lost my taste for them a little bit. Between lower attendance and kind of not feeling appreciated for the events and the things that I put on, and I know it's not personal, and then just kind of living a different lifestyle, and the fact that we have all these other cigar bars around, and the fact that this is something I always tell my board of advisors, like, if we're not really moving the needle or changing the thing, let's just shut it down, because I already live or have lived this lifestyle. If I want to go out and hang out with friends at a cigar lounge, I'll just go do it. That's what I already do. I was trying to bring other people kind of into my fold and show them a new way of doing or experiencing things, I guess. I think now it's mainstream enough to where I'm no longer needed in that role, if I ever was even needed in that role. I don't need to be that important, because I'm not. It's done. Thank you to everyone from beginning to end. At one point we had 400 members, so I can't name all of you. Special thanks to all my board of advisors from beginning to end. And if I miss your name, I'm really sorry. I'm just going off of my brain here. I'm just kind of doing this, from my heart, not from a script. So certainly Bill Ramsey, Michael Haberman, Brian Durst, Trevor Smith, Kent Johnson, Charlie Fisher, Tiffany, Cindy, Faye, Natalie, Jeff Nix. I don't know why I said all the last names of the guys, not the girls, but I think everybody knows who the women are. They're probably far more popular. I know there's more. I'm just missing names. Byron Alterman, Terry Brinker. Thank all you guys for everything that you've put in over the years and your advice. And I wish we could have made it last forever. And I'll conclude with one thing. One thing that always came up at Speakeasy events and other members told me about was that maybe sometimes I didn't spend enough time with new attendees or something like that. And a lot of times, people brought people there to see me. And my response to that was always, well, okay, but it's not about me. Speakeasy was never supposed to be about me. I never wanted it to be something where I was the center of attention. I actually kind of wanted to be more shadow in the background and get people together and kind of do my own thing. And then I'll get up and grandstand once every event and just kind of say, hey, here's what's going on with the group. But that's it. That's not to say I shouldn't have spent more time with your people that you brought to introduce me to and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Speakeasy was also for me as much as it was for you. And that's why I had people like Ashley and others run the event so I could do the same thing that you guys were doing, which is relax, smoke a cigar, and have a cocktail. But really, that's the long-winded way of saying, it was never about me. It shouldn't have been about me. It's about the lifestyle. And, just coming full circle, I hope that in some way, Speakeasy has elevated your experience, whether you went to Cuba and you got the crash course on, high-end cigar making. If you've hung around me long enough and I've bored you to tears about, the differences between wines and which ones you should like and which ones are not, and, which expensive ones to avoid, the answer's all of them, etc. I just hope you got something out of it. And if you didn't, I'm sorry, but I'm done trying. It's been 9 years. I'm tapped out of ideas. I think the board's tapped out of ideas. Like I said, the 7-year itch was 2 years ago, so I think we've dragged this thing out 2 years past its prime. So the last 2 events are coming up. Rocky Patel will be the end of this month. I believe it's June 28th. It's the last Thursday of the month. And then in July will be like my annual birthday party fundraiser thing at Red Phone Booth per the norm. However, instead of a Thursday, it will be a Friday. So that way you guys can come and party with wild abandon and not have any hangover stuff the next day or whatever, right? That'll start at, I think we're starting that at 7, but it might be 6. I have to double check. So we're trying to start it an hour later and have it on Friday so everybody can kind of be relaxed, right? I don't think I have anything else. If I keep going, I'm probably just going to ramble and babble. So that's it. Thank all you guys for a wonderful 9 years. I'm not quitting cigars or the scene entirely, though you will see me around far, far less. But, if you ever want to go have a cigar and reach out, and have a cocktail, let me know and I'll tell you if I can come out or not. Simple as that. You guys come out and reach out to me because I will either go do it anyway or not do it, but I've done all the event planning. I'm done. If you want to go have a cigar and a drink, you call me. That's the way it's going to work from now on. All right. Again, thank everybody. I can't thank you enough. Also, you know what? Thank all the. Thank you to all the sponsors over the years, the people that have helped us with our events. Certainly, all the cigar sponsors. Stacy, who is no longer with Rocky Patel. Now that's Rick Baumgartner. So Rocky Patel, huge shout out. Big supporter. General Cigar, Sean Hardiman, Chris Carey, Alec Bradley, Whistle Pig, Virgil Kane. JR Revelry, Oscar, my man Oscar, the surgeon down at Grady, who's the head of his own cigar brand. I know there's other people. Sorry. Certainly Kelly and Michelle Enter and Oliva Cigars, Don Williams. All you guys have been wonderful. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Again, I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I actually had a script that I wrote out a little bit, but I just didn't like it. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to ring it, and I'm winging it, and I'm sorry, but thank you for all the support. I hope that you got something out of our events too, in terms of new or more informed consumers. So I think I'm done saying thank you. I hope I hit everybody. If I didn't, doesn't mean I don't like you. It just means I'm old and my memory's worse. So there you go. See you later.